Hello and welcome to another recording from my channel. This will be a continuation of the Romulan Mystery episode Coliseum. I think this one is kind of a long one. It might take a good 45 to 50 minutes, I believe.
My contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
Okay, is this the set? Oh, it is a set. So this... Oh no, I don't. I thought I had to do it 3 times. So this mission I don't have to do once, but I think the set is spread out over a couple of episodes. And that's the one I'll be collecting, obviously, because it's part of a set.
The Riemann Resistance.
Oops. He had something more to say. Oh, it's not too far off. Okay, so... This is a puzzle, then a battle, then escape, and then we have to fight our way to a particular area from memory. If you want to max out your ship's mastery, the red alerts are pretty good. Normally when you got the red alerts, they sometimes have bonus experience points, which allow you to get your ship mastered out pretty quick. And you can just rotate your ships throughout the next couple of days, just doing the red alerts over and over again. As long as you got a decent group of people that join the red alerts, they don't take too long, and you can do quite a few in a short amount of time. And we have another slow load. Okay. So the experimental ship upgrade allows you to go from a tier 6 to a T6X, which is basically a 7. And then another 2 experimental tokens gives you to a TX. 2X, sorry, which is basically level 8. Admiral, I'm not reading any active vessels on the scanners. There are, however, a debris field nearby. It's clustered around a satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in the region. I'll keep scanning, sir, but we'll need to take a closer look before I can determine if there are Thalaron weapons on one of these hulks. Okay, nothing about a temporal probe. Admiral, I'm not detecting the vessel that Obsec sent us to find, but all the ships in the debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing. A high frequency energy beam that overloaded all their systems. If the Riemann ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed onto the planet's surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. I'm detecting energy readings from the satellite, sir. If the Riemann crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. We'll need to be closer before I can attempt an uplink with the satellite communications.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Admiral, we're stuck. This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We've managed to keep life support and environmental systems active, but almost everything else is offline. Shields, weapon, engines, nothing works. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, sir, but there is a compartment with life support. The systems operating the beam must be automated. The chief says that we have enough power in the backups for one transport. Recommend we send a team over to that satellite and find a way to turn off the beam. Let's beam over. From memory, you don't really need anyone, it's just yourself. Captain, the consoles here appear to control the beam that is draining power from the ship, but there is a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. Operation stat locked online. This console's engaged in other operations. Bulky bloody weapon. Power save modes disengaged. Process priority order overwritten. Okay, so I think it's you have to run. You have to run around this place, just rerouting power to different areas, like from memory. This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. However, whoever did this must have thought that the console used for inventory control wasn't important. I think I can access the back door into the rest of the satellite's program from here. I see the problem. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout by forcing the satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processors to lock up. If we can solve these equations and input the correct information directly into the consoles, the security lock on the satellite's controls should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations onto this console for us to work on. Okay, so 9-7. No, 14, 15. I think that's supposed to be 49 times 59. 18. That can't be right. 9 is 8, so that shouldn't be 1. I wish I didn't suck so bad at everything. Okay. Let's just keep it like that and see what happens. Actually, do I have a calculator? No, I do not. Oh, wait a minute, my phone. I can use my phone as a calculator. Let's see. Get out of the way. Here's my calculator. Huh. Here's a 1. 3 divided by 67. Okay. might be the right number. Okay. 9986 minus 2461 divided by 43. Came up the same bloody answer that doesn't seem to be correct. It's divided by, I believe. How come that's not working out? 86 minus 2461 divided by 3. Oh, now it bloody works for no reason. Oh, something's not right. Ah, that one's not right. This would go a lot quicker if I wasn't so dumb. Okay. 6362 minus 5624 equals. Oh. Captain, we've solved the equations that were causing issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the console controlling the security lock, and we should be able to access all of the satellite's major operations. Okay. Oh, I could have sworn there was one. There it is. I knew there was one up here. Long range sensors override selection. Okay, so I used to love puzzles, but my brain would not allow me to get them sorted in my head anymore. I feel like they've changed something in here because I'm pretty sure we had to move things around. Captain, the console controls the satellite's general operation. Perhaps we can turn off all the functions that are affecting our ship. Change operation status. Set satellite's operation to off. Okay. Yeah, this is what I thought. Yeah, we have to go around the station and transfer power back and forth, and got to do it in the correct order as well. Captain, this console. Perhaps we could increase the power to the satellite's weapons. Okay, so update power save mode. Normal. Error. Economical. Error. Keep the main menu. Error. Okay, I think we have to go back upstairs to one of the consoles and swap the power from one set operations to another. Targeting? What's this one over here? Oh, it's the same console. Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting function, so I'm not sure if there's a way to disable whatever it is that is disabling systems on our ship, but if we can get the satellite to target something else, we maybe have a chance of prying our ship free. Okay, so our ship is no longer being held. Turn off all satellite operations. Yes. Hopefully I don't screw this up because I think it resets and we have to start from the beginning again. So I've got to try to remember. Turn off satellite power away from where we had to turn it on and off. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, you've told me this. Change operational stats. Well, that's the only other console. Nothing green here. So it's just those two consoles. Did I change that? Access targeting. I thought I did that before. Admiral, the satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near the ship. Its strange hold on us is weaker, but we're not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we still don't have weapons or long-range communications. I swear I did that before I activated the hold. Probably didn't finalize it all or something like that. Is this one green again? No, it is not. Okay. This is taking way longer than I would like. Okay, so turn off power. Adam, we've found that if the ship does not attempt to move or fire at the satellite, that it will engage a low power version of the beam, affecting us. It's almost like the energy saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We'll hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. Okay, so... don't know if there's another one. We'll have to go back upstairs again. Okay. Shut off. Oh, sweet. Captain, systems are coming back online. All over the ship. We have weapons, shields, even the replicators are working again. Transporters are standing by, so we can beam you back as soon as you're ready. And then we get misdirected to another place. Yeah, that took a lot longer than I wanted it to take. That was like 20 minutes. Okay, continuing with this, so you need basically 3 of these to fully upgrade a ship. You get 1 per event, basically. Ultimate tech upgrades. Any piece of equipment, it doesn't matter if it's a common or uncommon, it doesn't matter if it's level 1 or whatever. ultimate tech upgrade will upgrade it to the maximum level of 15 and epic gold. So you want to make sure that if you're going to use this, you're going to use it on something you're going to use a lot and that you want to have upgraded. The captain specialization point is good for any captain that hasn't gotten all their specializations maxed out yet, which is under the skill tab. Where am I? The Coliseums. Now what? Ooh.
If you fail to comply with commands,
Now we
you
fight,
will be
or we
punished.
die. Make sure you pick up a melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you in there.
Okay, just making sure I can find the Temporal probe if I see it. Okay, we'll have to equip that. Okay, maybe not.
Remember to equip your new weapon.
Okay, so this one's bound to us already. Nope. Just low level, which doesn't matter. Means the temporal.
Commencing test 1. Nopadan Desert Akari entering testing area.
Enemy target.
Commencing test 2. Releasing warrigals now. Proceeding to test 3.
Negotiate. Not going. Oh, I'm knocked down.
Prisoner 1478, remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
Again, the quicker you do this, the quicker you can finish the mission.
What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Slamek. I am part of a resistance. Perhaps you have heard of it? About a week ago, I was part of a crew ferrying weapons from one base to another. When we passed through this system, a satellite disabled our ship. It drifted into the planet's atmosphere. I activated the emergency transporter, and a few of us were able to transport to safety before the ship crashed in the desert. We were looking for shelter and a way to contact our people when a group of soldiers found us. They took us here and kept throwing us into the arena. Now I'm the only one remaining. is all I know.
You said you were transporting weapons. What happened to them?
We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate. We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war. Even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were entering the atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I could not allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight.
I'm just gonna go past all this so that you can go through this when you're playing the game.
I do not...
Still gotta talk to him.
I do not wish to... I do not wish to...
No, just have to wait. Come on. How long do I have to wait? I can't talk to him anymore.
We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I don't know who was responsible for this. No. I have been I do not wish to continue talking with you.
Okay. Just have to wait a few seconds for it to reset and find the correct communications path.
I do not wish to continue talking with you. Now I recall. We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I do not wish to continue talking.
It's gonna take forever.
Now I recall. You were working on all those errands when we were attacked. We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron. I don't know who was responsible for this place. I have no idea what they want with us, or why. I've had several partners in my battles. You were the only one. I think there are others. I hear other The trainers carry keycard. Can I trust you? I can see that we think the same way, friend.
Okay, so you just gotta read those and see which one leads to a decent conversation. Return to the arena.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished. Test Scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
These things throw you across the
We need more help! I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms!
You hit really good with this, it will throw you across the pit.
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
It's the glowing green glowing panel. Whole time it's going to be shooting, I don't know. You have to wait for it to come back up until you get another panel. Hitting some acid is making you walk really slow.
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm. There's another set of consoles by the metal wall! Use them, while the worm is distracted!
Why am I so slow?
I've been hit! I can't continue, my friend! You'll need to protect me!
Well, thanks for your help, fellas. Down there. Set of consoles, yes. Hopefully this is the last. What's that? Yeah, just the last one.
The worm destroyed the metal wall! Run! That's our way out! Romulan base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device?
Appears to be there. It appears as if whoever created this laboratory has rigged controls to the Arcanian gateway. You might be able to pull some information off the logs. Accessing most recent communication. Our master's patience wears thinner, Keith. The time grows short, and still you have not provided all the species data that they require. Are you having trouble acquiring targets? I provided you with the necessary technology to modify the satellite Napata system, but your little snare is slow. What we need is more test subjects, so perhaps a small colony would be enough. I will contact you again to work out the details. Accessing last blah 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 blah. Biometric signature mismatch. Access denied. Gateway shut down in 10 seconds. Okay, so there's the probe in the background there. Get this sorted. Come on. Ah, sweet. Okay, so 11. 6 and 9. 8 and 7. So Nicole have been serendipitously, yeah, that's a big word for me, serendipitously copying the findings in the computers here, gathering information from the experiments on various species in the arena. There's data on me in there. I don't know whether to be flooded or disgusted. Okay, so the dampening field right there. Project new subject. Okay, analyst subject threat level is high, risk of escape or intervention in testing is elevated. Notify Colonel Hakeem and escalate to level 6 trials. Again, we can go through that. If I didn't trip over my own words and I could read better, I'd do it, but I just want to get through this. Okay, how do I... There we go. So where... Oh, over here. Okay. Yeah, this is a long one. There's I'd say at least another 15 to 20 minutes of getting through the map here.
Watch out! There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible.
Okay, so there should be like a little rocky outcrop that we can sit next to.
There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there and wait for it to pass overhead. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us. They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
Okay, where is this? Oh, here, okay. Okay, find a place for him to rest. Talk to him. Okay.
Forgive me, my friend, but the pain... I need to rest, just for a moment. My wounds are agonizing. I fear the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred, and my blood burns in my veins. Before we were captured, my science officer said that the local plants here have medicinal qualities. Please, I need your help. Find something to ease my suffering. I need something to disinfect my wound, something to treat my fever, and anything that will ease my pain. Thank you, my friend. I know that I would have died today if it weren't for you.
I'll see what I can find. This plant has allergenic qualities. It won't be as strong as anything you have in the med bay on the ship, but it would take the edge of Selmac's pain. That might be enough to get him on his feet again. This type of plant grows in the shade. Look for it on the sides of hills and cliffs. This plant looks like it would work as an antiseptic. It should help to alleviate Selmac's fever. Unfortunately, this particular plant doesn't look healthy and you aren't getting much sap from it. You'll need to find more robust samples of this plant before you can treat Selmac's injuries. This type of plant likes sunny and windy growing conditions. Look for it at the top of hills and mountains. Okay, so... This plant looks like it would work as a disinfectant. It is astringent enough to clear out any possible infections Selmac might have contracted from the worm's attack, but you think you need more than one sample from this type of plant to deal with the injury as severe as Selmac's. This type of plant grows in the washes of the desert. Look for a large, flat area. Okay, so... Again, a bit of running around and finding stuff. Is that one there? That's just the shading of the rock. Okay, so... seeing a single one of those three plants. Ah, bloody arrows. Idiot. Okay, follow the arrows. So focused on actually looking at the map, the screen. I'm not focusing on this bloody thing up here. Up and around the corner. So I need what? Really? Two. And three. 2 of these, whatever they are. Sure. One there. Oh, there's a whole heap in here too. A lot of running around. Then we got to make our way through a canyon, through a cave, to a wreck. This one's quite a long one. Okay.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue.
Some wild animals attack us, I believe.
Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
And again, we've got to collect a whole heap of crap at the end of this canyon, I believe, from memory. Okay. Oh, I can't use my weapon. Okay. I have to use the that left. Should be like 2 or 3 sets of those we have to attack or defend ourselves against, like I said. There you go. Hang on, did he just shoot them? I swear I saw some energy weapons down flying through.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant. The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive.
What do we need?
I don't know about you, but it has been many hours since I last ate. Our captors gave us just enough food to keep us alive, but I can hear a pack of wild war eagles. I have killed hundreds of wargals in the tests. I wonder what they taste like. I expect the wargals will probably lair somewhere near water. Perhaps up on a ridge where they can leap down on prey. Let's both keep a lookout somewhere that we may find them.
Find a safe place to spend the night. Find provisions, engineering, find food, defeat a Wargle. I think tactical would be defeat a Wargle pack. lot of running. What's this up here?
This looks like prime Wargle territory. A pack could easily hide in those craggy hills to the north and come down for water when they aren't hunting.
Okay, so... I'll make it up here as a two-stick. It's two-stick. See the red dots? They aren't. Will this work here? It will.
That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore.
Yeah, it's weird because those glob looking things, the big round pods, they have water in them, and with my science captain, I think we need to get water.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship. My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon.
Yeah, these things here are filled with water in one of the other career paths. Okay.
There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time.
Got to scavenge parts to create a communications array.
We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
There's no way this vessel will ever fly again. The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash, it's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand like the Singularity Drive and cargo bays. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you had the right components, you think you could construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. You won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should be really tricky. So now we gotta find pieces of equipment. Oh, yeah, so I thought it was in the middle. Bit more story and then we're done.
Did you think you could run from me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
Okay, let's collect our reward.
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopada system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Again, it's the standard, and this is the one I always try to get as many sets as I can. Okay, that's the end of this particular video. If you liked what you saw, let me know. If you didn't like what you saw, let me know why so I can improve. I just ask that you keep it civil in conversations down below. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.